Okay, so what I want to demonstrate to you today is the benefits of the ZIP sub-micron filters versus the 5-micron filter. And we're also, just as a bit of a benchmark, we're going to go through a Brita filter as well, just to show you what the filter can remove from the water. The Brita filter is all new, and we flushed it through as per the instructions. So we've got a jug here of water that I've added good old-fashioned food dye to. Looks a bit yucky. And I've used carbon as well. I've used some fine carbon fines just to make the water look a bit yucky and to see how well the filter removes it. These Brita filters sell for about $15–20, but they only do about 100 litres of water. So it's actually quite expensive, so you'd expect a good performance from these filters. And as it's coming through, you can see it's made a slight difference in the colour, but very little difference. There's no pressure behind it. This is the problem with these filters. There is no pressure. You need pressure to force it through the filter media. I think we'd say a slight difference. We're putting a tube in. We're just going to go through a standard pump. Pumping in, pumping out through the first filter, which we're just going to use a 5-micron filter for the first experiment. And we've got it going into a jug on the other side. And already we can start to see, I'd say it's made a big difference on that water, but it's still not crystal clear. Don't forget, this is passing through a 5-micron carbon block. So it's still going to give that a 5 out of 10. Okay, so we've swapped over. We've now got the sub-micron filter in the head here. 5-micron sitting here, and all I've done is topped up the same water in this jug. So we've got this mixture going through the pump, through the sub-micron filter, and being collected in this jug. We'll turn on the power. And away we go. And straight away we can see the clarity of the water is sensational. What do they say? The proof's in the pudding? Did live stream this? Beautiful tasting water. Alright, so we've done the demonstration. As we saw, the sub-micron filter removes virtually everything from the water and gives us crystal clear water. The same ZIP 5-micron filter does a reasonable job, but I think we said we gave it about a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And this filter is NSF certified, so it will remove certain things from the water. But as we're all aware, there's these counterfeit cartridges. Here's an example of one of them that are coming onto the market. What does this remove from the water? We've got no idea, and it's not even worth testing, because the problem with this sort of counterfeit cartridge, we don't even know if it's going to add anything to the water. We don't know where it's made, what goes into the construction of it. There's no certification whatsoever. Basically, it's just a plastic container with a counterfeit label on the front, so it wasn't even worth testing. You most probably don't believe me, so we thought we'd run the test anyway. So we've got this back set up with the dirty water going through the pump and going through our counterfeit cartridge. And let's see what it does. So it's made a slight difference on the water. Not as good as the Everpure 5-micron cartridge, and nowhere near what a sub-micron cartridge would do. I would give that about a 4 out of 10. And this is supposed to be a sub-micron cartridge. So whereas the Everpure, or the original ZIP cartridge, which was the 5-micron, we gave that about a 6 or a 7 out of 10. This is claiming to be a sub-micron, and we're only giving that about a 4 out of 10. And the thing isn't certified, so we don't know what else this is even adding to the water.